no bridges were harmed, not what I've seen. Jack, just you wait until you get on that D-stoner, mate. You'll soon have a planter man rearing at you if it's not done right. Yeah, it turns over well, to be fair. It's different when I flip it over, yeah, because I'm now moving the soil from left to right into the right to left. There's method in the madness. Massey 3085, yeah, we got a 3075, and one of the first Masseys I sort of did a bit of farm work on many years ago was a 3085. Sell potatoes from a cane and does fries, yeah. Lincolnshire, ever chopped a bird up by accident? No, much rain lately. Last week we did, and about what we had in February. We probably had about 45 mil in February. There's some more rain forecast this afternoon. Your dad has a Landini. Oh no. I'm only kidding, they all do the same job. Tell me the money out, what the hourly rate. It depends how sort of experienced you are in that. I mean, basic wage. Jack will tell me. Well, do you even get paid, Jack? What do you pay them? No, basic wage is sort of minimum wage basically for when you first start. It depends what qualifications you have. If you go to college, again, you know, it's all experience. You've got to start from the bottom, unfortunately. You can't go racing into the top with no experience. And every day is a learning day, a school day. You'd be looking sort of between £7.50 and £11 an hour. £15 an hour, £15 an hour, blimey. What am I thinking? Maybe after Wednesday lunchtime. Yeah, we're spawning seagulls, yeah. happen if they brought it over. They're making a mess, and they would politely be asked to leave. Just for this live, politely asked to leave. Yeah, getting worms. Hit the like button, guys. Let's get up there. Shoot my rock salt. No. The seagulls. They're immune to salt. Can I shoot it for trespassing? What? People that trespass, or the birds? No, you can't. No. Firearms are sort of very limited unless you've got a firearms license, like a shotgun or a rifle or anything. No, you can't shoot for trespass. You can. I think you're allowed to shoot dogs if they are troubling or worrying sheep. I think but that's I've never really heard of it happening around here. It has happened. Dogs have worried and troubled sheep. So yeah, it's dry. We're on sand and gravel here. It can come 20 mil of rain and we can be going 24 hours later. Lovely soil. How much does that equipment cost? Well, it depends. It depends what spec you want. Hook the post. I'm not going to say it's cheap. I'm not going to give you the exact figure because I don't really know, and I think it's rude. It's like asking people wages, how much they earn and that. Well, yeah, a little bit sort of invasive. It's why the shelves empty. What shelves? The supermarket. That's why my boxes are like in the back. They're expensive. Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's about 250 horsepower. They are expensive. But, 3 years of farming, you may make the money back on them or longer. Well, they don't want me sat in the shed. Right, it's like the combine. I mean, you can spend $250,000 on a combine, and it works for 6 weeks, if that, of the year. It's crazy, but you can't farm without it. How often do I have to change plough points? That is a good question. Very good question. So these are non-genuine. Considering we're on sand and gravel, it's very abrasive. So these are non-genuine, hard based. And I've done what would I have done? I've probably done 150 acres on these, and they should do another 100 acres. So yeah, whereas the ones that came with the plough originally were genuine Lemkin. Bit of a price tag. We thought we'd just try each to compare, and they wore very well. They probably did about 300 acres. So I think the next set will be genuine Lemkin, purely on the principle that they're weared a bit better than these. Do I like Steyr? Do you mean Steiger? Steyr. Don't really know. This is very satisfying. Yeah, it's therapeutic. Whether it be the ploughing or my voice, I'm not really sure. Are they Spalding specials? I don't actually know, Foster. I don't know. We got them from the local blacksmith down the road. He tends to get our points. There's a blacksmith down the road. He's very handy if you want a bit of steel, nuts, bolts, points, drill bits, WD-40, gloves, blue roll and things like that. He's got it all in stock, and you know, he also repairs the locals pushchairs. You know, he's one of these guys. Any type of nut and bolt, he can get it or he's got it. So yeah, we're going from him, so it'll be through his supplier. But I don't think they're Spaldings. They didn't come in a Spalding's bag when I picked them up last year. So why do you not hard base the points? Well, I don't think it's cost effective. Might as well be done for you. I have ended up at the wrong end of the field. I know what you're saying. GPS is a wonderful thing, but I have ended up at the wrong end of the field because I did my extra pass. You see, you know, sort of ploughed it out, then ploughed it in on the same breed. But can't all be perfect. But no, it works bloody well. To be fair, GPS is especially with there being a road either end of the field. It's just. Yeah, it's a godsend really. The neighbours can see it then and think, oh yeah, he's got that right, hasn't he? What's that comment? On average, how many spuds do you get to the acre? Well, it depends on the variety and it depends on the time of the season. I think we did an average last year because obviously we're on early, so we will not start lifting potatoes until there's at least 14 tonne, 15 tonne to the acre. And we worked out the first field we started last year was 18 tonne when we first started. Sagitta, or you know, on the our sort of main crop, if you like, we're sort of probably pushing about 20. 26, 27 maybe. I think we averaged altogether, we worked out the acreage and the total of tonnage that went out. I think we averaged about 22, 23 tonne to the acre, which can't really grumble at that. I don't think that's bad. 6 metre, what's 6 metre? Oh, 6M. It's a dual. Yeah, well, your Vale 6 is it or something? Or is it your Vale 8? Your Vale 8, I think. I forget half the time. What variety of crop do you harvest? Accord and Sagitta. Working width, I don't know what we got in here, about 2.4, yeah, 2.49 at the minute in here. That just seems to work, although because we're at 16 inches on pen and paper, it should be, I think, 2.42, but yeah, it's just what works. Better than the old one. I worked it out with the old plough. It's 2 inches short of the output of the old plough that we had. The old plough was at 14 inches and it was 4 furrows. And I was in furrow with that, whereas this is 6 furrows at 16 inches and I'm on top, which is more comfortable for me. What game is this? Yeah. Farming Simulator 23. I enjoy farming, but how do I start a farm? Win the lottery. I don't know. To be honest, I don't think I'd want the stresses and everything of owning a farm. 9 times out of 10, you sort of inherit it from generation, you know, from parents and grandparents. So yeah, that's the only thing I can say. Or you need to be a rich person and start from the bottom. Too bad I'm not there. I would help you. Well, help me farm. So we're staffed up at the minute. You know, people. That's the thing. People say, "Oh, you know, I'll come and help you. Come and help you." But only needs one person to drive this. You know, all corners are covered. If you know what I'm saying. All jobs are sort of catered for. The only time we need help is when we're grading. People to stand on the grader grading potatoes, but that's not very exciting. I mean, without offending folk, it's jobs for village idiots, or students, you know, wanting a bit of cash for beer money when they go back to uni or college and things like that, or people sort of at the retirement age. You see those self-driving ploughs. What the like Verland, is it like the iPlow, where they do they're in furrow, or yeah, they straighten themselves up. Yeah. I did have a thought about how to make it level as well. You know, whether you could have a laser on each end of the plough, and then that would make the plough automatically level itself. You know, like on the GPS side of things as well. There's nothing worse than rough ploughing. I am not any. What was that? I'm not any one of those people you described, Matt. Oh no, sorry. See, I'll tell you, I don't want to offend you or anything, but no, it works for you, doesn't it? I'm not. Don't be offended. Oh fucking hell! Here we go. It works for you. That's all I'm saying. I ain't offended. Fucking hell, thank God for that. Jesus Christ. Reported by my mod. My number 1 mod. There we go, now I've offended the rest of my mods. Are the birds getting worms? Yeah, they are, yeah. I'll go back to there. Go. You need to learn. Whoa. You need to learn how to plough, boy. Oh, here we go. You know what? I don't need people like you. People like you can piss off. How long does it take to do one field? It depends how big the field is. In a good fields I can do 15 acres a day, but this field's 5 acres, and it's took me to well, it'll be 2 o'clock by the time I get done because of still got one more headland to do. Much tanking. Why is it showing live? I don't know, because it is live. Is this your land? Well, it's the boss's land. Question, what are you planning on putting down? Those potatoes. Is there such thing as a retired farmer? I don't think you ever retire. I don't think you ever retire. One day I'll retire. Seems to have stronger wings than mine do. No, we don't. No, we don't do any silage or any digestate or anything. We do straw for muck swap with a neighbouring farm. Yeah, that's about it. Don't need someone to pick the rocks. Not in here, no. No, it is quite good in here, to be fair. Potato blight. Well, yeah, we have to spray every 5 to 10 days. Depends how good the neighbours are at keeping on top of it as well. That's the other thing. I mean, you can be on a programme where you're spraying every week, and usually they're quite good. It depends what the weather's like. Who cuts their conifers? Tell me about it. Well, the hedge is nearly in the field, you know, where you can see, like, I've got 1 metre at the top of the dike there, which is what I'm legally sort of required to leave, and then there's that behind. I bet that's Lincoln, well, Lincolnshire, yeah. Coningsby. To the brim. Yeah, well, better have it. He gets a bit... oh, he stood there as well. I don't know if you can see. He stood there, he's watching at the end of the hedge. What speed am I ploughing? So I'm currently doing about 4 kilometres. The reason that is because this field does blow. We get the western wind blow through. So we're just leaving a bit of a furrow, trying to just, yeah, reduce it blowing, leave it a bit lumpy. This sand, it goes sad and flat, and then the wind blows, wet and dry with the showers, and then before you know it, it's next door's field. Are you right, Emma? Have you forgiven me? Anyway, how many followers have you got? When can you go live? acres do we? How many acres do we have? How many acres do we farm? We farm about 700, 750 acres. Yeah, I've forgiven you. Thank you. And honestly, I'm not being. Yeah. Blow them up. 19 more followers. 19 more needed. Oh, give my mod a follow, please, guys. Get her so she can go live. See, Emma, you need me. Give my mod a live, guys, please. Give her a follow. As soon as you get into followers, you're going to abandon me, I bet. British chickens. The dumpster chickens, yeah. It's blow away sand, yeah. It's nothing special, this soil. It's just, yeah, sand and gravel underneath. If I go much deeper, another couple of inches with a plough, it'll be yellow sand and sort of full of gravel. It's, yeah, it's all the inputs. The muck we spread. Brighton has more. Yeah, they do eat your chips. Come on, guys, give us a follow, a like. I'm only going to go live at work. Yeah, why not? Why not? I'll tell you what, it doesn't have to drain your battery. She does, yes, they are. Can I give a description on how we use the machine? So, well, well, basically it's turning the soil over. So, you know, like you would in a garden, you know, if you was preparing to plant, you know, a vegetable patch or something, you loosen the soil. So it's pretty much doing the same thing, just on a real big scale. It's turning the soil over, incorporating the trash on the top, which has been worked in anyway, and just preparing for the next job, which is going to be planting potatoes. What does that say? What do we do? The tiny patch to the right of you, left of the camera. What, the bit that hasn't been done? Yeah, we'll plough that. You know, I've got another sort of down to the far end and back again. Yeah, try and do as tidy a job as possible. I mean, it's a fair size. Well, I wouldn't say it's a fair size plough, but it's 6'4". It's quite long. I bet I'm sort of touching the 40, yeah, 30, 32, 33 foot mark. So trying to get to corners it's not the best. Just finishing, yeah, just doing my headland if you like, yeah. once I've got this done, then it'll be, knock the soil off and go back to the yard. Got some headlands to do in another field. It's always the worst part of Farming Simulator, yeah, I know. Helper B has obstructed, They're looking for the worms, they're eating the worms. There we are, 1.8 followers, 1.8 people viewing it. Keep going, let's get up to 2k, keep sharing. Hit the like button as well. Go on, keep liking, let's get up to 10k likes. Jesus loves me. Somebody has to. Hello again, how are we doing? Can I get the graphics? You want the graphics card? Oh sweet, over 10,000 likes. Keep them coming. When do you plant? When the soils warm up. Hopefully in another 3 weeks' time.